Hello and welcome to the workbench, the very messy workbench at that. I'm your host Adam, and today we're going to talk about the Sillybutts Foxbat. And this blaster, I've looked around on YouTube, and it hasn't got very much love. So I'm going to give this blaster a lot of love today. Big shout out to Sillybutts for his amazing designs. Like he has come up with such awesome things as the slab and the foxbat and so many cool designs. He puts them all out on printables and other platforms for you to download and build. You can buy all of his hardware kits from Out of Darts and Silver Fox Industries, and they're just amazing. I wish I had the talent that he has. Anyway, this is the Foxbat, and if you're looking for a spring-powered, Talon-compatible hand cannon of a blaster, I highly suggest you check this out. Like I said, the hardware kits for the Foxbat and Sillybutts blasters can be found on like Out of Darts and Silver Fox Industries. I've got my kit, my hardware kit from Out of Darts. I've always had good luck and great customer service with them. The spring I got for this was the highest powered spring you could get, and it's hitting around 200 feet per second. I think like 100 and like 95 is what Out of Darts website says like it's tested at. But yeah, this thing is just an absolute beast. We'll go over the blaster real quick. First off, you're probably wondering why I have the foregrip down here. It just feels good because this blaster is chunky. I mean, I wear size large gloves, extra large gloves sometimes. Big adult size hand here, and as you can see, like it's a big blaster. Um, there's actually multiple configurations of this blaster. There's multiple top slides that you can print. There's actually this slide that I have printed out on this one has a little hand stop right here, so you can prime it from the top like this. Uh, Sillybutts also has a side prime uh, that has a Picatinny rail on the slide on the side, and you can prime it from the side. This also does have a T-pull option, which I have printed, and I think that might be it. Top prime, T-pull, side prime, I believe. You might have to check me on that, but anyway, um, going over the rest of it, T-pull prime, top prime, side prime, whatever you want. This blaster also has two magwell options. This is a mag in grip. It takes your standard Talon mags, like so. They are held. The Talon mags are held in by two ball detents on the back here. This is the straight Talon mag variant. You can also print one that takes angled talons. The ergonomics of this are actually not terrible. You would think like being like straight up and down, like it's kind of uncomfortable. It's not really, in my opinion. It's a great design. I'm sure the angled talon version is a little bit more comfortable, but unfortunately, I am not in the angled talon universe yet. The only angled talons I have are from the Nerf Pro Torrent, and I wasn't sure if they would, if those geometry, if that geometry, those mag, yeah, would fit his angled talon version. So I just went with a straight angled talon or straight talon version. As you can see, it's just fine and looks pretty cool at that. This is a beefy boy, so it's a little heavy. It's kind of why I put the foregrip on here because you can prime it and then put your hand on it and shoot it like this. You can one-hand it, but if you're going to use it all day, I guarantee your hand will get a little tired just from the weight of this. But this is just awesome blaster. I'm just gushing over it. Um, so yeah, Talon compatible. This is the straight. Also comes in angled Talon variant if you want to print off that version of it. Uh, just the engineering of this blaster is great. The trigger pull is very nice. Um, this can take scar barrels, and from what I've watched Sillybutts video on, this is a 3D printed scar. I believe this is the, don't hold me to this because I can't remember the name. I believe it's called the Twisted Whiskers or something to that. Whiskers. It's Whiskers something. This is the only one that I found to fit. I have tried like the Dart Zone, and I've tried the standard plastic worker that's on this Cheetah 2.0 right here. And the aluminum barrel that comes with the kit is actually a little small to fit that standard worker, because on his video it said it did fit the standard worker scar, and it didn't. So I found he also mentioned this Twisted Whiskers, I believe. He mentioned it in his video, and it fits. It's a little, it's friction fit. It doesn't friction fit as tight as I would like it, but it does fit on there. Makes it more accurate. Uh, I highly recommend it. Um, so yeah, with that, that's uh, that's the blaster right there. And this thing, it's just an absolute beast. So I've got a few shots in here. Um, we'll put a couple over the chronograph, and I'll show you the numbers if you can see it over my shoulder. We'll go to Chrono Bob here. Let me get it all turned on for you. And I was just really like impressed with the the power and just the overall build quality and design quality of this blaster. Um, I would even venture to say that you could run this in a tournament if you really wanted to. It's nice and compact, and it has the FPS that you would need for it. So let's go ahead and chamber one. I will prime it both ways that I have. I'll prime it like this first. That's your prime right there. As you can see, the aluminum barrel right there. And you can see it chambers the dart right there. Got a nice little window for it. So the dart is chambered. 160. That was a worker, I believe, dart. Um, so it might not be hitting as much as I said it was, but I swear it was when I first built it. This has been sitting up on the slat wall for a little while now because I've had a lot more 3D printed projects, as you can tell. But that was 160. Now we've got a ruby dart, 202. So there you go. 153. Kind of all over the place today. 185. These are the rest of these are ruby darts. 194. This does have the scar on it too, so that's probably affecting the FPS a little bit. And this does have slam fire, I think, too. I really don't want to do this. Let me see. Let me grab a dart real quick because I primed it and don't want to slam it. So I'll hold the trigger down and we'll see if this has slam fire. I'm pretty sure it does, but I've slept since I built this and I can't remember. Yes, 213 was that shot. So it does have slam fire. Um, so yeah, really cool blaster design, really cool blaster. I can't wait to take this to high FPS cap war. You can also change the springs in this fairly easy. There's quite a few screws that hold this blaster together that you kind of have to remove to swap the spring, but really not a big deal. Um, Sillybutts go through a lot of thought on putting these blasters together and having them uh, pretty fairly straightforward and easy to take apart if need be. Well, with maintenance and everything, when you gotta like lube your plunger tube and O-ring and stuff. But what is nice about this is he listens to the community, and he really um, just puts a lot of thought into it, because this hardware kit came with the new screws that he has sourced for his kits. The old screws that he had for his kits were they were four, uh, 440 screws, if you will. That's probably not how you really say it, but 4-40 screws. And they were 3/8 long, but they were like fine threaded screws. And they would bite into the plastic, but not really as much as you would want them to. Now he has sourced the same screw, the 440, same length, the 3/8, but they're now coarse plastic thread cutting screws. So these really do bite into the plastic, and you're about 4 turns until it's tight compared to probably 8 to 10 turns. So it really bites into the plastic and really holds it um, in place very well. So all these are the new screws that he has sourced, and I just chef kiss. Also, with his build guides and his instructions how to build it, another chef kiss because they're absolutely a dream to follow. Um, they're pretty, lack of a better word, stupid proof. I mean, I once I built this they're so good, like you can take it back apart, no problem. Um, if I were to have like one gripe about this, it would be honestly just one thing, and I don't think you can really get around it. I really like them, but they're kind of delicate in a way. But it's these ballsy tents back here. You set them in, and then you use two screws to like hold them in place. And you don't want to torque the screws down because if you do, you'll crack the print. But if you don't torque them enough, then they will just fall out. So it's kind of like a uh, balanced. God, I'm losing my words, and I'm so sorry. Um, you kind of got to get a good balance of not uh, just snug and tight enough, but not too loose type of deal. Um, so yeah. Anyway, if you haven't printed a 3D printed blaster, or if you're looking for a new uh, blaster to print, I highly recommend the Foxbat from Sillybutts. You can, like I said, you can go on Silver Fox Industries or Out of Darts or any other um, business that sells his hardware kits. And I believe, don't quote me on this, obviously I'm recording this on my phone, so I can't look it up. I'm thinking the kit is under $30 to print. So you have, I'm pretty sure it is. So you have that cost, and you have your filament cost, and that's really it. Um, with the filament, if you want a 3D printed blaster, a hand cannon, if you will, that can hit up to 200 FPS, I believe he said that he almost got his up to 3 if you tune it just right with the barrel and spring. I think he said maybe 250 to 300 if that's like the max. But if you want a hand cannon of a blaster, definitely check out the Foxbat from Sillybutts. Check out all Sillybutts blasters. The PBR bow was my first Sillybutts blaster build. Also, a great, great, fun blaster to print and use. And I'm looking forward to printing a lot more from Sillybutts. Just got to get the funds and order the hardware kits and get the filament and everything. But I can't speak highly enough about Sillybutts, what he does for this North community, and the Foxbat itself. It's just a fun hand cannon, excuse me, of a blaster. So go check Sillybutts out. I will put his printables link in the description below. I will put his YouTube channel in the description below. I hope you all are having a great Monday. And if you like these videos, let me know, and I will do a lot more of these. I had a channel a few years back, and with all the YouTube stuff that went on, I ended up deleting all of them. I really regret that, but that's just how it goes. So yeah, if you'd like to see more of these videos, let me know. I'd be more than happy to do some reviews on some of these other 3D printed blasters and projects I have going on, and just some Nerf news and stuff like that. So anyway, have a great day, everyone. I'll be praying for you. Peace out.